Hi you guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be looking at some bits of Tiffany Henyard's most recent interview, okay? So to get you guys up to speed, if you don't know what's going on, Tiffany Henyard is the Mayor of Dolton, Illinois, and also the Supervisor of Thornton Township. Well, that last part, not so much anymore, because her position was actually taken away from her at a recent caucus. So what she's doing now, she's scrambling around, going to every news station that will let her speak up and tell everybody how wrong it was that the people didn't get to vote, and how what happened was voter suppression, gender inequality. Oh my goodness, you guys, she just throws it all out there, okay? She's just throwing stuff on the wall and hoping that it sticks. But anyways, I won't be talking throughout this video really. It's pretty self-explanatory. You guys know how I do on this channel. If you've been here before, I like to compare Tiffany Henyard now to the past Tiffany Henyard and also showcase the hypocrisy that is Tiffany Henyard, okay? Because there are a lot of them. So if you are a returning subscriber, please remember to hit that like button for me. And if you're new here and like what you hear, go ahead and hit that like button too. Let's get started.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming and thank you for waiting. I called this press conference just to talk about the injustice done on December 3rd as it relates to Dolton, Riverdale, Harvey, Lansing, Markham, Homewood, Phoenix, Burnham, residents of Thornton Township. So I'm asking the Board of Trustees again, please do your job and do the research and make sure that we're ready when we come to board meetings and we're not wasting my time, let alone the residents' time, coming to a meeting and not taking care of the business at hand. So my issue today, because all it is a grandstand and to deadlock Mayor Henyard, is to get these items that's on the agenda. It was only 3 items. We could have discussed it, talked about it, and moved forward. Us constantly pushing stuff in committee when people don't even have committee meetings, nor do they respect the department's time to make sure they talk about the agenda items that y'all have when y'all have a committee meeting.
So my issue with that, as an elected official, as a trustee, we all have committees, and that is our right. That's what we do. I'm senior trustee, for those that don't know me. I'm the youngest person on this board. I've been on this board. Hold on, I'm explaining.
It's been over 128 years that a woman has ever ran Dolton. There's never been a woman. So the crown is heavy for those who wear it. It saddens my heart to see such inhumane done to our seniors, who stayed outside in the cold for hours, Today, you will hear from me, the attorneys. To my left is Max Solomon, he's the lead attorney. To my right is Angela Lockett, and we also have trustee Darlene Gray Evers and several other residents standing with us. I do not like dictatorship. We're gonna move on because you guys stated what you wanted to take out. We're gonna take out whatever you said you want to take out. You added your attorney information in and vote. Now move on.
We're still in discussion.
All the back
We're still in discussion.
What? Discussion about what?
All the trustees in that spoke.
I haven't.
We're moving on. Can you please call?
No, Mayor, may I be recognized prior to moving on?
No, you cannot.
Okay,
we're gonna move on.
Trustee. She can't be recognized.
Trustee,
We're not
gonna
moving
move
on.
on. We are going to move on. We're not gonna go back and forth. We just said what we needed to say. We're gonna move on. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
I make a motion to suspend the rules.
Can you please call the roll?
Second.
Today, we are asking the courts to allow us to be heard. Today, we are asking to unmute our voices, which was muted on December 3rd at the caucus. You want to go back and forth with me? And I'm not the boss of anybody, but I am the leader of this town. And I run the meetings, period.
It's a meeting.
So if I'm telling you guys we're gonna move on, we're gonna move on. I do not like a hostile takeover. I did not like what happened that evening. Clerk Key, can you please call the roll?
You gonna let trustees speak? Let the other trustees speak?
Clerk Key, can you please call the roll? The attorney just gave you that.
Her way to highway, man.
And you have another attorney.
That's not our attorney. This is
the
our
legislative council.
Can you please call the roll, clerk?
Can our attorney grab a mic or something? You wanna?
Can you please call the roll?
Thank you, because he's getting compensated.
Attorney, you out of order. Everyone was there. Everyone witnessed what happened. So today I'm asking for everyone to band together with their super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. You out of order. Can you please
And so
call
you're
him?
saying their attorney,
He's out of order. So
He's
can
out
you
of
call
order.
the roll?
And
All
you
we
guys
ask you to
still
do is
the
call the roll. And let's stand for what's right. Let's fix what happened on December 3rd. I thank you for being the voice of the people of Thornton Township, which we so desperately need. It's been a long time coming, and today is the time to stand for what's right. Every day is the time to stand for what's right. But thank you for standing with us in this dictatorship, which we're asking for democracy, because that's what we live in, right? For democracy. Democracy.
okay.
That's it,
Sure.
dictatorship. This is a democracy, last time I checked.
No, she says you want to speak. Let her speak. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
This is a show. Go
I'm
ahead.
making it fast. The thing is this is not a dictatorship. This is a democracy. We were elected just like you were elected. You are not the only voice for the people. The people elected 7 people. The system is designed with 7 elected officials in mind. 7. It's not just your way or the highway, and that's why we're here, Mayor. If you humble yourself, you can work with your team, and we can work together to do the best for the residents. You hold up the whole meeting and say we're wasting time just because you didn't want me to speak, when you could let me speak and we could have moved on.
Waiting just for their right to vote. I stand today as their leader, as a mom, as a resident of Thornton Township, as someone that will not stand for injustice to anyone. I stand for voters' rights. So I am going to allow for my attorney to speak because our lawsuit is filed. We filed it today. And I thank you for standing with me, Max Solomon. I thank you for being the voice of the people of Thornton Township, which we so desperately need.
Thank you, Supervisor. Good afternoon. My name is Max Solomon, S-O-L-O-M-O-N. Today, at the request of the Supervisor, a lawsuit was filed at the Circuit Court of Cook County, County Division. The lawsuit names Committeeman Napoleon B. Harris as a defendant, and it also names the Democrats of Thornton Township as a defendant.
But you guys got to connect the dots. D-O-T-T-S. Dots.
My next appointment will be for village administrator.
Last night, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard appointed a new top aide to a $100,000 a year job without board consent. 34-year-old Michael A. Smith, who's been active in South suburban politics for years.
The reason for Mike is he have a wealth of great information. He's a young person and ex-politician. He knows the laws like the back of his hand.
Perhaps that's because Smith has been in and out of trouble with the law for years. Public reporting shows Smith has been charged at least 8 times with crimes ranging from domestic battery to official misconduct. In 2012, Smith, then a young trustee in Dixmoor, resigned after pleading guilty to theft when he allegedly stole gasoline by posing as a police officer. Then in 2018, Smith was working as an assistant dean at Thornton Fractional High School when he was fired for sexual harassment of a female student, grooming a student with lascivious intent, and inappropriate aggressive behavior towards a male student. According to his termination letter, Smith was accused of contacting a 15-year-old female student on Snapchat with inappropriate comments and making her his girlfriend.
We have a constant pattern of her hiring people without doing a proper background check and presenting it to the board. And that's our issue. That could pose a great danger to our community.
As you know, the committeemen basically did so many illegal things that evening, and that's what is recited in our lawsuit, and we will be heard in court. I will let you guys know when that happens, and I also was told that he don't even live in Thornton Township.
I also want to lay the fact that you must be qualified, meaning be a resident of Thornton Township. Napoleon Harris is not a resident of Thornton Township. Napoleon Harris lives at 140.
I'd just like to say that this has been an ongoing theme with the injustice and the illegal, what we would term illegal acts against our super mayor, as she loves to call herself. But in reality, she is a black woman who is constantly being attacked by others. Now, be it because she's a woman or be it because she's African American, that we don't know. But what we know for sure is that it's unfair, it's unjust, and that we hope the courts will see it our way. She is a black woman.
And when I became your mayor, again, the first African-American female mayor here in the village of Dolton, making history.
Now, be it because she's a woman or be it because she's African American, that we don't know. But what we know for sure is that it's unfair, it's unjust, and that we hope the courts will see it our way.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Because when I want to attack and take any of y'all seats, I run. I run for the seat. I don't do smear campaigns. I don't do all this mess. It's nonsense. Because at the end of the day, we still got to live in this village. Oh, well, y'all don't live in the village, but we still got to live in the village.
Okay, next we're going to allow for Keith Price to speak, and then I will conclude.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I want to be firm in saying that the injustices that occurred started before the caucus. It started when they decided not to have a primary.
Tiffany Henyard timeline.
Yes, specifically Thornton Township timeline of when she became Supervisor of Thornton Township to where we're at now.
Right. The story actually begins on January 3 of 2022,
right,
which is the day that then Supervisor Frank Zuccarelli passed away,
right,
unexpectedly. And that is a significant part of the story because that set in motion everything that happened afterward.
Right.
Because the supervisor passed away, an appointment had to be made to fill his remaining term.
Right.
So it was up to the trustees at that time to meet and put forth candidates and arrive at a decision about who would fill Supervisor Zuccarelli's term.
That's right.
And there is a deadline for this.
Yeah.
I think they had 60 days, and they were aware of this deadline, and still things went right up to the deadline.
At 10:55, they had exactly an hour and 5 minutes to appoint a new supervisor, because if they didn't, it would go to the larger township public at large would vote for who they wanted to be the next supervisor.
And it was chaos.
Yeah.
And out of that, finally, the 9th person nominated was Tiffany Henyard.
11:48 p.m., Trustee Gonzalez nominated Tiffany Henyard.
11:49. I nominate Tiffany Henyard, Thornton Township Supervisor.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Yes.
That's right. She voted down, man.
She voted yes. And she has to sign the warrant, and then she's got to take the oath in 9 minutes.
Let's go.
9 minutes.
I didn't see that coming.
There were so many people lined up outside, and it was so cold. That's the only thing that I really took note of, because they wanted to vote. They took their time to come out. We had people out there that were on oxygen masks, pushing those chairs with the wheels on it.
It's unfortunate that we had to go through this today, you know, standing up there for 2.5 hours. My back started hurting, you know, and you had other seniors that's out there. I'm a senior now.
Why am I being pushed and why am I being standing outside for over an hour for a meeting that's supposed to start earlier? This is ridiculous. You should have let us in. There's no threats out here today. Now what's the excuse? Do you have an excuse?
First of all, thank you all the residents that made it in. And considering what we went through the last meeting with all the people outside the way they are, there's no reason it should have been that way again this time.
I stand for our voices to be heard. I stand with the people of Thornton Township. I stand for righteousness. And I am asking the courts to hear our cries. I am asking them to take us off mute and let our voices reside throughout Thornton Township. I am asking for justice to be done within this injustice of Thornton Township residents. Voters' rights are at stake. It's a lot of things that happened that went wrong that evening. Gender discrimination happened. Bullying happened. Political bullying happened.
And this question is for the mayor. At the last board meeting, I made a statement about you coming out in the back of my house last winter when I called and emailed Mr. Correll about the snow because I live on a snow route.
Tiffany Henyard, and this is what it looks like when you pull up on your haters. Yeah, let me show you what I'm about to do. See this? Everyone needs help, just remember that. Watch how you treat people because you never know when you need the help, okay? But guess what? I am there for all my haters. It doesn't matter because I'm the mayor of all of Dolton. The good, the bad, the ugly, and even the hateful.
Someone from your office called my house on several occasions and asked me to come out. Couldn't figure out why, but now I know. Because Ms. Henyard here wanted to videotape me and say that she was helping me get out my garage when I wasn't going anywhere because I'm retired.
I am your mayor. So, here we go. Let's go. Got my crew. See this? Look, we finna go and help. Coming down the alley. Yes, Lord. This is what we do. I thank you all for all your support, all your love, commitment, and I am here to shovel people out as always.
Didn't have any place to go. And I was looking out like I always look out for my neighbors that can't get out, that have to go to work. Mr. Corral, winter is coming again. We need our alley plowed so people can get out to go to work. I'm retired. I won't be going to work. Friday, Mayor, you came by my house with an entourage of Tahoes. I have it on video with the lights flashing, which is illegal. Now, you got out the car, you rang all of my doorbells, and you asked a young lady that came downstairs that you wanted to know where was Stubbs. I text you, I called you to ask you, what did you want with me?
We have... Hello? No problem. I'm like, oh, you called me? Oh, no. So we have... Hey, same to you. We have Valerie Stubbs, look. And I'm helping her get out of her garage. So she needs help to get out of her alley. Oh, see, I'm here. I'm here to help you no matter what and how you treat me. I'm still here, front and center.
So I would like a response because I'm here today to ask you, what did you want with me? You're not welcome at my house. Do not come by there anymore. You have no business there. And I think I'm being harassed.
I saw what I was doing to come and help. So we plowed her out in valley. So don't forget, I help everyone. It doesn't matter what you do or say about me. I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna show out and I'm gonna make sure you're safe, all right? Safety is my top priority.
And I don't appreciate it. So therefore, do not, for the record, Clerk Keys, I do not want Mayor Henyard at my door for no reason. She have no reason, no business at my door looking for me.
It saddens my heart because why would they send a notice stating that they're not going to open the doors to 6:30? Everybody know that seniors especially come early to vote so they can go back home. And if you knew, like I know, hundreds of people was going to show up, because y'all didn't know that, huh? Because y'all painted me as bad news for quite some time, that people didn't know I was going to come with drones of buses, drones of cars showed up to vote for Supervisor Henyard.
It's the same salary that everybody had before me. And that show you that people are really, really geared up by people's salary. That's sad. Because I didn't know how much nobody made. That I agree with Trustee Hunt. I think the mayor should be every 2 weeks, just like everybody else up here on this board. I don't think that a vote was even taken when they did decide to make him monthly. I don't think no one should get paid monthly. Everybody should get paid every 2 weeks. And if I'm not mistaken, attorney, we're supposed to stay current to whatever we were sworn into, which is every 2 weeks. Is that not correct, attorney? I ran because I care and I just wanted to fix my town. Didn't care about the salary. Why? Because any of y'all that know me know that I am a business person.
My business is a fast food carry-out restaurant. I am currently the owner of Tiffany's Good Burger and Soul Food, located at 634 Burnham in Cayman City, Illinois. Our phone number is 708-801-9980. And for those who's trying to find us, you can track our food truck or follow us on Twitter. Just go to our website, loveagoodburger.com. Again, that is loveagoodburger.com.
Business person, had everything I got before politics. Well, politics.
I am seeking $100,000 for 10% of equity in my company. The funds will be used to purchase 2 more food trucks, but the problem is, it's not enough for me to go around.
Everything. But thank God, God blessed me, put me in a place to receive and to give back to my community. So when we go out of state or we go out of town, we bring back money to our community. And that's how we're able to create programs for you.
Just like you just said, you got donations for the basketball court. And if you got donations, how much are the donations? Because you're asking us to approve almost $20-something thousand for a basketball court that we didn't talk about. So if these donations came in, all we're doing is being transparent to say, well, how much donation did you get? Because we don't have that since it was donated.
Trustee, I got money for the basketball court.
Okay, how much?
I paid for the entire.
How much?
Oh no, I paid for the entire amount. That's
how much?
Whatever amount you say that I spent on this one, this is the amount that I got for the basketball court.
All right, thank you. Well, how much donation did you get? Because we don't have that since it was donated.
Whatever amount you say that I spent on this one, this is the amount that I got.
You need a building to staff for training, correct?
Correct.
Comcast building be perfect.
Comcast building was recommended to be demolished because of the damage that it sustained from the auto accident.
Well,
the roof is caved in, and it's not in rehabable condition. And plus, throughout the whole facility is filled with mold.
That's like everything else we sell, Mayor. We sold properties that has mold and they fixed them, right?
Throughout the whole facility is filled with mold. Throughout the whole facility is filled with mold.
Jacqueline Smith and her 2 children called this hotel room home for almost a month. Ever since the Dolton house they were renting from village trustee Tiffany Henyard was slapped with this.
A big red sign that I cannot live there because it's unlivable.
Unlivable mostly because of mold.
All mold.
You want us to give a property, an unsafe piece of property, to a nonprofit that's going to have people in it.
Yes.
And take the risk of that property.
Yes, I do. And you let me explain why. Because I don't like how you sit here and try to make people believe it's unsafe.
And I think that this trustee is wrong.
She has not. The kids done got sick. Their clothes got mold on it. It's termites in the house. It's feces under the house. This place is unlivable, and she has not did anything to fix the place up.
Unsafe. I do real estate for a living. Hold on.
Mr. Engineer, did you go in that building?
So if you want to buy a property, we want property that's abandoned, got mold, roof cave in, whatever, and you're gonna fix it.
And she has not did anything to fix the place up. Children are involved. It's a health issue. I got pictures, I got everything. The problem that I'm having, Mr. Mayor, is this. This trustee used her influence to get this house to pass inspection, and a dog shouldn't live in it.
So you should go look at these properties and judge it for yourself if it's feasible for you. That's what I would do.
I agree, Trustee.
But I'm just trying to let you know we do own property, the village does, and I think you should go check them out. So whoever advising you, they're telling you wrong. We own property.
The sewage line is broke. There's feces under the house. If you think I'm lying, I got pictures. Because this is about to culminate to a lawsuit. And then we're talking about a trustee who is a slumlord. And that trustee is Ms. Henyard.
So if you want to buy a property, we want property that's abandoned, got mold, roof cave in, whatever.
So for the record, clerk, I did not pay anybody from the village funds for political use or political accounts. I don't have to. Everyone knows that.
One more thing I asked a question earlier. The price that we paid to let that lady stay in a hotel room from that moldy house that Trustee Henyard manages or owns, the price was $540 that we paid to house her for a month. So what's the process of getting that money back?
It was for the regular price was $350 a week that the hotel wanted to charge. They said it would discount it since it was an emergency situation. It was trying to help the young lady. They charged us $270 a week. We paid for 2 weeks. And there was someone else that paid for 2 weeks for her.
Okay, so what's the process of getting that money back to the village? That money was put out. But Trustee Henyard would be interested in paying that money back to the village?
Our village attorneys...
Y'all are out of order. Where's the attorney at?
Our village attorney suggested that we pursue those costs to Trustee Henyard.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to know.
Okay.
And for the record, y'all do know this is a government meeting. This has nothing to do with civil matter. Just for the record, okay.
For the record, anytime you got public money getting used, we have a right to address public money being used.
I did not pay anybody from the village funds for political use or political accounts. I don't have to. Everyone knows that.
All the while, Dolton taxpayers even helped foot the bill to keep Smith's family off the streets.
He thought that, the village should be compassionate. She had nowhere to go. She had children. What we thought was to actually bill Trustee Henyard.
I learned this afternoon that Jacqueline Smith and her kids are now staying with a friend. The village is no longer paying for the hotel, and she doesn't have the money. I'm still waiting on a list of any citations Trustee Henyard received because of that house.